Hello there, Taurus. Let's do a little relationship check-in, find out what you need to know. If you resonated with the title, there's probably a message in here for you. I'm Michele B, and if you end up loving this reading, make sure and subscribe because I post readings for you, Taurus, a few times a week, 2 or 3 times a week. I do weeklies, monthlies, yada, yada, yada. No, let's find out. He said, she said kind of thing. One person's perspective and the other person's perspective. I can lean toward masculine and feminine sometimes. You pick the person that is for you. You pick the role that is for you. So we got the Tower. Ooh. Take a look at that. Does that look good? All right, so the thing about the Tower, this is the perspective of one of you, right? The thing about the Tower is that these two were at the top of the tower, but they were bickering and bickering and bickering, right? No, you never do this, you never do that. How come you're always blah, blah, blah? And then God, in this case, God, the universe, source, was like, I'm so sick of hearing your shit, and just like knocked them down because the foundation was unstable. Like there came a point where there was nothing left but to destroy the foundation of where they were. And once they've fallen, they can choose whether they want to come back together and rebuild it in a better way. But what they had built was not working anymore. So that is the perspective of one of you. Let's look at the perspective of the other. We got the Ace of Wands in reverse. It's like, I just don't have any passion for this anymore. Okay? I just don't know. I don't know what to do. Okay, so I don't know if this is who's holding what as far as masculine and feminine, who's holding which idea. But it's like I feel like both of you are just tired. And we got the Devil here, which is indicating some kind of obsessive energy. There might be some substance abuse issues involved in that, or it could be, let's see, you're Taurus, it could be a Capricorn kind of person, but I'm really leaning toward substance abuse, codependency that ties you together. You see those chains, that couple, a lovely couple that would otherwise be freely coming and going at their will. Instead, they're in a position of needing each other, feeling chained to each other. Okay, stuck in the idea that we can't be free from each other. We have to do this together. Whatever it is that we're doing, we have to do this together. Let's get some advice. Lame. It sucks for you, Taurus. I'm so sorry. Let's see what kind of advice we have for this situation. The Emperor. Well, I feel like you, Taurus, need to be in the position of the Emperor at this time. Right now, it's in reverse, which means that you are not in your element. You are not in your empowered position. Get yourself in that empowered position. Get straight with yourself, right? Instead of being like, oh, I don't know what to do. I can't live without this person. I've gotten so accustomed to having them in my life. And I would rather have an uncomfortable thing that I have, like a really unhappy thing that I know, than have something that I don't know out there. There's that fear of the unknown that makes you worried about taking the chance on going out on your own and doing your own thing and finding your own ways. Now, just because you go do your own thing for a little while and take some space doesn't mean you can't come back together again. It's scary, but that's what growth is all about. And like that, you've come to this point where the growth has, that there's no more growth anymore. There's nowhere further to go. There's nowhere else to go. What you got, you will not, like that, unless you make some significant changes or the universe comes and tears the whole thing down. Like I'm seeing, like if it's involved with substance abuse, it has to do with all the crappy things that comes with substance, like like DUIs and physical abuse and not being able to pay your bills and stuff like that. Like I'm seeing that kind of disaster happening as a result of this loop, this tape loop. It's really, this is not lighthearted stuff. This is really serious stuff that happens to real life people. And it's not going to resonate with all the Tauruses that are watching this. But yeah, so get real. The Emperor it's the man, right? Even if you identify as female, you're like having your conversation with your inner masculine that's like, it's time to stiffen up and do what needs to be done to change the situation. You can let down your guard again once you've settled yourself into your new comfort zone. Okay, very earthy energy being here, but it's a lovely transition from the Devil to the Emperor. Both are earthbound, but one is bound in obsession and slavery, and the other is bound in honor and dignity. I think you would prefer this, Taurus, for sure. Okay? Head toward honor and dignity, whatever your choices that you're making right now. For you. You can't really do anything about what the other person is choosing to do or not do. Okay? Steer yourself toward honor and dignity, whether you stay with this other person or not. Okay? Love you, Taurus. Hang in there. I'll see you later.